Wreck is one of those movies that's recently had the terrific work from Arrow Video. It's available now on Blu-ray or on the Arrow Video channel if you're subscribed to that. And this is a movie that is not to be missed. In the pantheon of found footage movies, this is the pinnacle of the work. Wreck is a tremendous piece of entertainment. Running at a tight 78 minutes, we follow two characters primarily. We've got Angela, a news reporter, and we have Pablo, her cameraman, who we only hear his voice. And at the start of this movie, we're following them as they just kind of try to film a fluff piece within a fire department. They're talking to people, they're just kind of bouncing from room to room, waiting on something to happen, and then they get a call out to an apartment building where something has happened. It's not a fire, but they go along anyway, and pretty soon they discover that there is something very strange going on in this apartment block, and there seems to be a large government agency that has sealed the building, and everybody is trapped inside with something a little bit dangerous. It is a zombie movie, but it's exceedingly well done. One of those ones that really broke the mould and created something new and exciting with the genre. Now, one of the things I really like about this is the conceit behind it. We have a reporter, we have a cameraman. There's a reason for them being there. Being in the building, they're starting to see things happening, a story that is happening in front of their eyes that's going to be really worthwhile. So they're trying to capture as much as they can before the situation elevates into a life or death scenario where they have to survive. We've got some of the firemen, we've got a police officer there, we have all of the people who reside within the building, who are all great as well. And although we don't spend enough time to really delve into their characters, you get enough of a flavour to care about certain aspects of them or certain people within the bunch. And it's always shocking throughout the movie what happens to certain characters within this one. And it has a real sense of atmosphere and dread. It takes its time at the start, just letting you know the characters, letting the situation build up, letting the mystery explode all of a sudden, and then starts to have the emotional beats, people being stressed, people being unsure of what's happening, allowing these kind of tensions to grow within the movie before unleashing what can only be described as a thrilling conclusion that feels that you barely have time to breathe while watching it. It is one where your eyes are wide, your nails are digging into the armchair watching this thing. It is thrilling and exciting and just oh so wonderful. I love a lot of the scares that they do with this. It's a movie that takes the found footage aspect and really creates a wonderful sense of dread, atmosphere and horror. Some of the more creative aspects of the movie are around about the setups and the way they've executed them. There are lots of one-take shots within this which are really really well constructed when you actually stand back and look at it from a filmmaking perspective. They're wonderfully put together, and the fact that they're able to maintain the threat and atmosphere and build upon it while doing all these moving parts within a single scene is just wonderful. And there is this horrible sense of terror and dread, and a lot of the time when you have a camera that's shaky, it can be quite disruptive to the viewing purpose. But because of, you know who's got it, because of the situation they're in, it makes sense. I mean, if you're being chased by something and you're running up flights of stairs, you're not going to be holding the camera steady. You don't want to get clear images of the horror and terror chasing after them either. You want glimpses, you want that frenetic pace and tension that the movie gives you with the shaky camera aspect of it. Basically, Wreck has the best idea. You take a group of people in a situation, you make the pace incredibly fast, you build on that horror all the way through it, and you make it as scary as you possibly can. And Wreck achieves this. Now, I think the movie is the best found footage horror movie out there. best found footage movie out there, and I will give it the transfer that it deserves, and I think it is an absolute must to check out. So if you're looking for a good scare, pick up the Blu-ray. If you've got the Arrow video channel, check it out. It's wonderful. I'd love to know your thoughts on Rec. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.